It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. There's a lot to like from his showing last week, well over 100 yards in a pair of scores. It's the Giants and the Black Knights, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the London Black Knights and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa. And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah. 2
touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Ready up. Ready. Set.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Green, yellow, 1.
Another try for Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Yellow, black lock, check white.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They begin with a quick throw out left. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Ready, ready.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
They'll run on first down. Elam, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They run the counter. Elam, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from evening this one up. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Barkley, inside handoff. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Elam. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. On the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the off. First of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 1 now. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, Elam. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they're going to speed things up here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson of... and it turned into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Elam, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, Elam, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Come on. Hey,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Shifts past him at the 45. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down. What makes a drive play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
It's a room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. How about plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yes, sir.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Second and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's what, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Elam. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Black Knights answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Ready?
They begin with a run by Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
Ready?
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got it at the 15.
And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Black right, check right, blue check, set hunt.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
125 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Smith right, opposite, green, yellow, one.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They get one more as the 4 all our score as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Franklin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Elam, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Elam, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
This is your game, baby.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
This will be caught inside the 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Elam, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. On 2nd down now. Elam. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
So no shortage of offense in this game.